Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Jer. How are you today?
I never remember to close Audacity so that you show up when I flip the switch. You're always
That's
black
okay.
the first second. It's just
Uh,
empty nothing space. Hi, Kyle. How's it going? What's up? How's it going? What's up with you? Hey.
well, I just saw the Batman.
Okay, so before that, who are you?
I'm Kyle, and I just saw the Batman.
I'm Jared.
That's the most important thing I've ever done. I
I'm-
saw the Batman.
I'm Jared. That's Kyle. We're both comic artists. I am a software engineer for a living, and I make comics. My current project is a love story with bounty hunters called Wild Azaleas, and you can find them on my website, Jared.art. And that's Kyle. Kyle's a full-time artist, does this for a living, makes podcasts, makes a bunch of comics, and saw the Batman.
I saw the Batman.
Saw the Batman.
You don't understand, Jer. I saw the Batman.
Kyle, I am in my 40s. I have lived long and well. And I have been through so many. There's a few things that have happened repeatedly in my lifetime that I just kind of don't worry about them. The end of the world. I've been through a few of those.
It has, in fact, happened more than you'd expect.
Yeah, complete crashes of the economy. That's Thursday.
Historic, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
and
tired of...
His living through historical events, as you've mentioned.
Yeah.
And the third one that comes to my mind is dark, gritty reboots of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
It's on that same chart. So I am led to believe that that there's been another dark and gritty reboot of the Batman.
I would like to counter one of the two words you just said, describing this particular reboot.
Yeah. Correct me. I don't know the things. You know the things that I don't know.
It is not dark and gritty.
Really?
It is dark and edgy.
Oh.
And that's a different thing.
You're sure fucking right it is.
And I'm here for it.
Okay, all right. Kyle, was...
This is my favorite Batman movie.
that's what I was going to ask, was it good?
It was.
Fucking what?
I'm still, again, I just got out of the theater. I would like to specify it went on about an hour and a half longer than I expected it to.
Hence, we were rushing to get started. Beating feet.
So, what's his name that plays
that guy.
Batman That guy.
The Batman.
He does his take on both Batman and Bruce Wayne very well. It's a very particular take. But he does
Bruce Wayne?
Bruce Wayne and Batwayne.
Yes, yes.
Somewhat like Spider-Man. You know, there's actors that do good Bruce Waynes and good Batmans, but rarely do the two coincide. This Bruce Man Batwayne was very good if you can buy into the idea that Bruce Man is just a really, really edgy teenager. Okay. Early 20-something
parents are dead!
He's such... So, I don't know how old the actor actually is. He's almost certainly older than me, but he certainly looks younger than me.
Kyle, if this Batman got bad news and had a Red Cross lightsaber in his hand, would he just smash up a room full of computers with it?
At the start of the movie, probably, yeah.
Nice.
I will say there is actual noticeable growth by the end of the movie, which is also something I didn't expect.
that is a thing I respect in just about any narrative.
He definitely, at the start of the movie, he is a particular form of Batman, and by the end of the movie, he becomes a different form of Batman. And I kind of like that. But no matter how much growth he goes through, he's still edgy teen boy, and My Chemical Batman is sort of, I think, the way I kind of want to jokingly refer to this.
Oh, that is strong. I'm fond of that.
And yeah, I really liked it. Okay, so what I was saying on the theater right afterwards was most of what it wanted to be, it did really well. And when when I say most, when it didn't do the things it wanted to do well, it did it badly to the point where it was funny. Like really funny. Like when it flubbed really, really like powerful enough that I'm pretty sure whoever wrote that scene realized it wasn't hitting the way they thought it would and left it in because it was too funny not to keep in.
Mm-hmm.
There's a particular moment I want to compare notes to with people once they've seen it, because there's a scene that I want out of context for memes. It's that good.
This is not because all you told me when we were setting up was that you saw the Batman, and this is not how I expected this conversation to go.
Yeah, I was barely holding back laughter because frankly I can't believe it. I can't believe I liked it as much as I did.
I am considering to go see it, but I have to see it with you.
You know, I might like watching it again.
I would accept Gecko if he could fly out. I would watch it with Gecko, but I have to see it with you because I can't take it. Seriously isn't even the right word. I can't be arsed to drag my stupid old face to theater to watch another edgy Batman reboot.
Yeah.
I don't care. I can't find it in the darkness of my heart to fucking care about Batman. I actually kind of actively hate the character. I'm so
understand.
tired of him.
In fact, I
like
get
Goku.
That.
Guys, I really don't like Goku. I can't stand Dragon Ball, but that's another story altogether.
That is another story. I want to like Batman, and there have been times I have liked Batman. I did not expect this to be one of those times.
Legit. I am so tired of the same characters that I wish they'd just go into public domain so that new characters could rise up, which is a thing I could talk about tonight. We'll get to that in a minute. And so I'm tired of Superman. I'm tired of Batman. Honestly, I'm now tired of Iron Man and the Avengers and because they just had like the best version of them that there's ever gonna be, at least for a long goddamn time.
I am tired of Iron Man. I am not tired of the Avengers. I think there are more characters they can rope into that team that I am interested in seeing.
I am curious to. I'm less. Freaking. What's the word for it? I'm less dedicated to seeing everything in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Thanos 10-year arc was pretty fun. It's not even that it was Thanos or Marvel, it's that it was a 10-year arc, and I really respect what was going.
It was, all thoughts on Marvel aside, it was impressive they managed to pull that off.
It's the Elden Ring of cinema. I gotta talk about that, man.
It's the Dark Souls of games that aren't Dark Souls.
Dark Souls is the Dark Souls of video games.
It's the Dark Souls of movies.
We'll get into Elden Ring in a second, but Elden Ring is like, whether you like it or hate it, it's a thing.
It is.
It is definitely a thing. But all right, Batman. The Batman.
The Batman. Oh, the big you can really feel it in this movie.
Can we hang on? Can we get like 3 Robins, Batgirl, and just make the second one the Batmen?
The Bat Boys.
No, I know what I said.
Bat Street's Bat, all right.
Boy, I actually watched. I am not quite old enough to have been alive in the 60s, but boy did I watch some 1960s Batman on television when I was a small child.
Oh boy. To be fair, I also did.
That shit just doesn't seem to die.
Yeah. So I have a favorite Batman comic. And that's Whatever Happened to the Caped Crusader is a Neil Gaiman comic, unsurprisingly, because I fucking love Neil Gaiman.
I haven't I used to. I think my favorite Batman was The Long Halloween.
Oh, that was I watched the animated version of that, and it was I haven't read the comic, but it was at the very least very cool.
Yeah, it's one of the. It's on a short list of superhero comics that I was just like, yeah, it's all right.
The Backstreet Boys is hilarious. Looks like I have a new parody album to make Sis Scroll Horde.
Yes.
Yeah, Shiny Zeobat says, I've been tired of superhero stuff for years. I think it's just not for me. That's also legit.
Same. I talked a big deal about it last time.
Yeah. I have a respect for superheroes in general. It's my thoughts on the superhero genre in general are kind of complicated, and I don't have them all fully formed yet.
Yeah. No, I already did my rant about it. Like, not my thing, but I respect it. I recorded it right here with you.
You did. But yeah, the point is, I had a lot of fun with this one. They made a lot of live-action villains, like, that I wouldn't expect to be taken seriously in live action. Actually, pretty good. I honestly think Batman was the goofiest part of this movie, despite them using some pretty stereotypically goofy villains.
Was there a ventriloquist?
No.
Damn. Because alright, if I were going to make some Batman movies, what my Batman franchise would basically just be, the title of the movie would be This Batman Villain. You know, like it's like, yeah, like we had the Joker, but you know, what about Calendar Man, right? It's just
Calendar Man.
I know. I would pick a mid-tier Batman villain and make a movie that is about that villain. And the villain is the main character, why they're doing what they're doing, what they're up against, all of that. Batman's there, maybe Catwoman's there, maybe Robin, you know, Alfred. The whole Bat world is there. It takes place in the Bat world. But Batman is actually kind of, like, from the point of view, he is the antagonist. Mm-hmm. And usually, and I would make it like a tragic, like, well, I really wanted to do this thing, but I got Batman. And make it, like, villainous, make them bad people, but sympathetic, because you're just seeing the entire thing from their point of view. And that would be my Batman cinematic universe. And my movies would all just be, and of course I do the Joker, but I just do one about the Joker, and then one about the Riddler, and one about Two-Face, and one about Clayface, and there's a few faces in there.
I think
the Man-Bat.
That's a very Sandman approach, to be honest. I kind of dig that.
Like, I like Sandman. I wish I read more of it. I get bored with one franchise and want to read the next thing. And so, like, I got through the first arc of Sandman. I was like, wow, this is really good, and then never picked it up again.
I curious as to what you defined as the first arc.
He got his MacGuffin back.
Yes,
and his sister gave him shit about it.
So, fun thing about Sandman is it is a limited series. Like, there is more, but, like, not really. They tried. You tried. Yeah. I definitely, like, there's some really good stuff there. Oh, Squirrel Horde has a pretty good suggestion for Bats and Bones. I'll run it by Alan, but draw yourselves as Batman villains.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Kyle?
I'll be honest. Expect that probably in April. That'll probably happen.
You've got a schedule, don't you?
Yeah.
That's nice. I will probably join you for that one, because you know what I would do if I were teaming with you to be Batman villains is I would combine them with Magnus Archives aspects.
Oh boy.
And like, you could be the Lonely, and I could be the Vast, or something like that. And we are like really problematic Batman villains.
Speaking of the vast,
Tell me about the Vast.